Susan Powter was once impossible to escape in the early 90s. She wasn't just a fitness personality, she was a cultural moment. And when her Stop the Insanity infomercial exploded across America, it reportedly changed her life overnight. What started as a Texas mom passionate about food and wellness suddenly turned into book deals, VHS programs, weight loss guides, late-night TV appearances, and even SNL parodies, proving she had fully crossed into mainstream fame. But while the public saw success, Powter has since said that the higher she climbed, the less control she actually had. That reality hit hardest when she landed what should have been the ultimate prize, her own nationally syndicated daytime talk show. Instead of empowerment, Powter later described the Susan Powter Show as horrifying, claiming it was run by producers she felt were completely disconnected from women, creating what she now calls a gross and uncomfortable work environment. According to Powter, decisions were made behind the scenes that clashed with everything she believed in, forcing her to host segments she never supported, including dating advice aimed at women, something she openly rejects today. Clips from the show still exist online showing a cheerful host, but Powter says that image had constant frustration, especially when she later reflected on segments like How to Meet a Man, which she now says she never would have done willingly. That disconnect feels even more striking knowing Powter later came out as a lesbian, making those moments feel almost surreal in hindsight. She says she tried repeatedly to fix the show through production meetings, fighting to steer it back toward her wellness mission, only to realize it was designed in a way she could never change. Despite never walking away from anything before, Powter ultimately chose to leave after one season, even though the show carried her name and even though it was technically a success. Walking away didn't end the pressure, though, as her team continued pushing her toward acting roles and Hollywood opportunities that she felt diluted her purpose, including sitcom appearances and even a reported call from Kevin Costner offering her a role in Waterworld, an offer she declined despite management being furious. According to Powter, that moment made it clear that some people around her cared more about fame and money than her core message. Not long after, everything began to collapse financially through what she now describes as bad deals and shady management, costing her the fortune she once had and eventually leading her to quietly settle in Las Vegas, far removed from the spotlight. Today, her reality stands in sharp contrast to her past fame, a journey explored in her 2025 documentary, Stop the Insanity. Finding Susan Powter, produced by Jamie Lee Curtis, where she finally reclaims her story. Rather than framing it as a rise and fall, Powter presents it as the cost of refusing to become something hollow, leaving behind a lingering question that reshapes her entire legacy. Did Susan Powter really fail, or did she simply walk away from a system that never listened to her in the first place?